This is the Google weekly chart. And as we've always said, this was the grading bias, best buying opportunity since Google was ever a publicly traded stock. Is we had gotten so oversold, and we have all of those live videos to prove it. And we had a big whopping earnings report. We started the up move. We got back above the 200 week. There's the 10 week. Not last week and the weekend before, we were covering about how well that this stock would do. And how has the stock broke its downtrend? Well, its downtrend on this weekly chart, my friends, is broke right here. Let me show you. When I take a diagonal trend line, and this is all standard stuff now, standard technical analysis, but when you take this trend, when you want to connect these first 2 points right here on those 2 bars, that's where this trend is really healthy above there. But it really started breaking the downtrends, and the first phase is right here. These points from the high reversal, and they have to match perfectly right on the shoulders, is at the bottom of that bar. That's when that downtrend is broke. This is the upper area of where that area right here, this diagonal trend line. Now you really are broken it. So you broke the downtrend here, and you're elevated and breaking the downtrend, and the highs are over here. In the shorter term, we are not overbought. When I had told everyone, when we were down here on a weekly level at 3.5% DS, man, I've never seen anything like that in my life. That right there told me that you had 12 analysts that all had sell ratings on it. We're all pessimistic. But what they didn't understand was this is the leadership stock in innovation, technology, and how the internet works. And they delivered that quarter. And we were so oversold, as I said back in those live video analysis. We do everything before the fact. After the fact doesn't do you any good. It's got to know when it's going to happen and why. And at 3.5, and now we're here at 50%. We're not overbought in Google yet. When we start getting up toward 85 or 90%, well, that will be a different story. This trend line, which is a major neckline, right here, this horizontal line, where the top of that weekly bar is, and this bar will be final today after 5 days, even though the biggest move only came in 1 day. It doesn't matter. Weekly's weekly. But this was the neckline over here of 2011, and that's going to be our first resistance level. And it was also part of the 2010 support level over here. We had a big breakout over here in this last earnings back in October of 2010 right here. So basically understanding where that wall will be is okay. However, the trend, the downtrend is broke. There's a new bull trend in Google. And a new bull trend could run for months. That makes Google tradable every day. And here's that monthly breakout. I'm above the, that's a 10-month moving average. That 10-month moving average, my friends, is right here. It's that blue line. It's 574. The 20-month moving average, my friends, is over here. That's 545. And when Google would not close below on a monthly level, that 40-month, that 50-month moving average was its primary support level, even on the wicks where it put its last down move. But this is a big. Now, this will be final at the end of the month before it's, final. But look at the monthly breakout, even though it's all happening in 1 day, compared to the distribution, 4 months of distribution in Google. So that's the monthly analysis. And here's the stock printing at 597. The people that had the 590 puts are getting killed. They're closed at $63 the other day. These expired today. They're going to go worthless. The 590 call is up big compared to where it was. It was on, you could have bought these for literally pennies. And this call will expire today. The $600 call that expires at the end, not this week, not this Friday, but the following week Friday, is that they were 1130 on the high, and we ended up buying them down here around 550 in some And they haven't given them a lot of premium because these are our weekly. But they'll come into play every time that when Google gets above 600, they're going to start, and we're going to break the highs on those, and we're going to hold these. The other contracts that we felt that were very nice, that we owned these at $3.30. They hit a high of 31.66. These also expire on 7/22. That will be a week from today. So we're in play for those. So understanding the trends and using options and the amount of percent return that you can do correctly at certain times is also a wonderful thing. And we'll conclude the new bull trend on Google.